Scrapbooker. Today we're going to be doing a theme around the June Kiwi Club Kit. And it's more of a masculine theme with bears and ranger badges, and we're going to be doing a little grass border along the bottom with a Creative Memories punch. And we're going to be doing some great template tracing and show you how to take a word and make a template tracing around that word or phrase, and just how to put a good layout together for the men in your life. So kick back, relax, and watch the next video. And today we're going to be making this layout. It's appropriate for the man in your life, or the son in your life, or the uncle, or whatever you want to pick for this. This is more of a masculine layout than we have had in the past, but it's using the June 2020 Kiwi Lane Club Kit, and I just think it's really awesome. So this is the second page I've already completed. We're going to put together the first page, the title page for it. So we'll just set that aside. And let's do some template cutting. Now, if you noticed on that side, I did a Be Wild, Be Free. We're going to be doing a Be Brave here. This is from the template kit 2. We're going to be taking this. This is from the Liberty set. We're going to be putting this on here. We're going to be tracing it out. Get this lined up. The template goes off the page a little bit, but I wanted this point. So we're just going to take our pencil here and draw our cut lines. I'm going to cheat on this cut line. I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to use the Creative Memories. This is an older Creative Memories cutter. They still have a cutter like this, but this is the older one. I'm going to cut these lines out on this so I get a nice straight line. There we go. First cut done. Second cut done. Any paper trimmer would work with this. I just like this little guillotine trimmer for the small stuff. And there we go. Let's go ahead and ink this up with our Distress ink. I always say with this Distress ink, it doesn't mean how if you get over a little bit too much, that's fine. It just creates a more distressed look. If you get just real close to the edge, that's fine. Sometimes people like to wipe it this way or go up and down like this. On lighter papers, it's sometimes easier just to do the swipe like this. But I tend to always do it like this. Just bounce it off the page a little bit with the edge of the dauber. Alright, that's ready to go when we put our page together. Let's set that aside. Alright, let's cut out this. I love this set. It says Papa Bear. But one of the templates that came with this is the a la carte bear template. So what we're going to do is we're going to very carefully line this up so this Papa Bear is sitting inside this bear we're going to cut out. So it'll be in the shape of a bear, but it'll say Papa Bear. Like the other page, if you saw, I don't know if you noticed the journaling box, it's cut out in the shape of a ranger badge. And that was one of the other templates that came in this set, was a ranger badge. So this would also be good for maybe camping. If your family does lots of camping outdoors, this would be a great layout to showcase those photos of you camping. And there we go. Let's get our scissors out and fussy cut this bear out. Let's see where to start. We'll start back here. Somewhere that extra board there. Sometimes easier to cut if you don't have a lot of extra board. So if you have a chance to cut it, the rest of it off, just go ahead and cut it off. It makes it easier to cut as you're going around. It doesn't bind up your scissors and stuff like that. So because those pieces aren't going to be able to use for much of anything anyway after we cut this out of the center of the paper. So we'll just get this cut out. And there we go. All done. There's our Papa Bear. Throw that paper away. We'll get our ink dauber out, and we'll ink this up. What inking does is sometimes you get these sharp edges and kind of hides the sharp edges of the scissors if you didn't cut real well. I just love the inking process and what it's brought to the dimension of the layout that it's brought to my pages. And I even do some inking sometimes on my cards, greeting cards that I do. Okay. His little feet. Okay, there we go. Our Papa Bear is inked up. And we'll set him aside. Now let's get to our, I've already inked up our two photo mats. So we're going to use those in forest green. Another product I want to use is a new product I got. Is the grass border cartridge. And you just slide this into here, about so. Let's see, get this the other way so I can see what I'm doing. All right, and we're gonna cut that down, punch that down. We'll line this over here, up with that, punch down. Line it up again, and you just keep doing that down the border. Just keep lining up the grid on the right hand side with your strip, and before long you'll have a complete border. Okay. All right, I didn't get quite to the edge of the other side, so we're gonna get that cut off. All right, there we go. We'll just close this back up, set that aside, and now we got our grass border, and we'll just take all this little stuff and throw this away. So we're not going to ink this up. This would be too difficult of an inking to do, but we'll just set it aside. It's a really dark color, so you probably wouldn't see the ink very much on it anyway. Okay, let's get the one border I already had cut out because we did the opposite of it on the other side. The other two borders we'll have to do a little bit of cutting on, but since those aren't, you can't put those back to back. So this is the Spook Alley border. And I thought it went really well with this layout. As you see, I'm doing the dragging technique on this. It's great for borders like this. You can just get your dauber in there and just slide. There we go. It hides all the pencil marks that you might have. All right, that's inked. We'll set that aside. We're just getting all these pieces ready for the... Now this one needs to be cut out. Now, I don't know, you can't probably see on camera, but there's a line that goes like this on here. So we're just going to take our scissors. Just going to cut on that line. We'll have a diamond left over. of paper. Alrighty, there we go. There's that page. There's that layout. We'll go ahead and ink it up. It's a little darker, but it's a white core piece of paper, so it'll get rid of that white core edge there. And we'll just slide this along here to get rid of that white edge. So I don't think you'll be able to see this distress much on this paper because it's so dark. Okay, that one's done. All right. Let's bring our next one over. All right, our next one is we're going to have almost like an X cut out. But we're not going to use the X part. We're going to use this pointed part. It's funny, in this layout, I always put usually this kind of border, this kind of paper on the top, but on this layout, I did the exact opposite. I put it on the bottom, and you'll see how when we get this put together. It just peeks out a little bit, and it has all those neat sayings on it, like be brave, be strong, never say never. It's all about attitude, handsome, explore, play, all those neat. Today is a great day. It has pictures of mountains and mustaches and beards and all kinds of things on here. Arrows, and there we go. Get that inked up. There we go. We got that one inked up. And that's all the inking we're going to be doing today. And that's all the cutting we're going to be doing today. Now it's the gluing part. All right, let's get out our background sheet, which is, if you notice, in this background sheet, it goes straight across. So this is a striped background sheet, so we're going to go across, have our stripes go this way. The first one we're going to lay down is this big one we just did. So you don't need a lot of glue when you're using the Creative Memories glue stick or tape runner. Just little bits here and there to give it a nice, good adhesion. And this stuff will last a long time. I have, like I've said in I think a past video, I have stuff that's been glued together for 20 years and still not falling down or falling apart on us. So, all right, we're going to put this plaid on top of that with this burnt orange background. We're going to put this one on next. That should be enough to get that one on. Okay, then we're going to come down. If you look here, we came down about 1.5 stripes for our title card. So we're going to tuck this up under here like this, and we're going to come down right up here, and we're going to lay it right there. Okay, so let's get this one. You get to do a couple stripes there to get that nose down of that. Get this up to here. Get it slid in just enough to cover the tip of that. And there we go. There's our title, Be Brave. Now if we look here, we came down one stripe down to put this on. And we came just a little bit over And what we're going to do, whoops, didn't get that lined up. Sorry if my head's in the way. Get that, and we're going to lift this up. I got this little tool here. I'm going to lift this corner up a little bit. There we go. And we're going to overlap that onto that. This is a 4 1/4, I think, by 5 1/4, 5 3/4, something like that. Anyway, you can set a 4 by 6 feet, 4 by 6 piece of paper on here. And then we're going to come over about the same amount there. So let's go ahead and get this taped down. And what will happen is our grass, if you notice on the other one, will kind of overlap this a little bit. See? That'll overlap that just a hair. And when we put that in. So that's what we're going to put in next, is our grass. Now this one you have to just do sporadically, because you don't want it to get, you don't want to see the tape runner. And I'll show you a little trick, because that one went over a little bit and you're going to see the tape underneath of it. You just take something like this, not that tool, we'll take this tool here. And where you see the tape, you just want to pull it and flop it over. So here we have a piece of tape there. We want to just pull it over and just tape it to the tape. And then you won't see it on the other edge. Okay, all right, let's get this grassland border down. There we go. And now we don't want to forget our bear, our Papa Bear. So we're going to put him over here. I don't know if, let's see, will he look good tucked into the grass? Nah, we won't tuck him in the grass. No, I think we'll just leave him out here. All right, let's tape up our bear. There we go, our Papa Bear. And I don't know if you'll be able to see both of these in frame. If I can pick this one up. But there is our layout. Awesome, isn't it? Be brave, be wild, be free. Alrighty. Well, I hope to see you next week on another issue of the Nifty Scrapbooker, where we put together another layout. Maybe my July kit will be here. I'm waiting patiently for the July Kiwi Club Kit to arrive. And maybe we'll do a haul video in between that. I've been shopping recently at Dollar Tree for scrapbook supplies, and you'll be surprised at some of the stuff that they have now. So I will see you next time on the Nifty Scrapbooker.